OpenClaw a buzzword or it's a hype? Again, we in the technology world or the news, OpenClaw is coming very huge, right? We have been hearing OpenClaw. Is it a buzzword? What is this lobster-like project, right? We all need to know. However, I wanted to make it simple, explain everything, safe Ubuntu demo in this video. I am going to explain OpenClaw as simply as possible, like a plain English that you read. No hype, no dramatic claims, no complicated developer language or technology jargons, just clear English. What is this lobster named project? Should you even care, or is this just technical noise? Let's start simple. OpenClaw is a personal automation assistant powered by AI. It does not replace ChatGPT, Claude or Gemini or any other AI LLM that you know. It connects to them as a backend. Think of it as a control layer. Instead of just chatting with AI, OpenClaw takes it further, lets you schedule it, connect to other tools and let it run tasks automatically as you take rest or as you relax, right? That's the key difference. ChatGPT waits for you for a prompt. OpenClaw can keep working after you stop typing. That's the buzzword. That's what you hear about OpenClaw in the market or the technology news. What makes it different? With normal AI tools, you open a chat window, you ask something like a prompt, you give a prompt, it replies, like a conversation ends there, right? OpenClaw works differently. It runs in one persistent session. It could schedule jobs. For example, I wanted to get a notification every single day morning 9 a.m. or 9:15 a.m. for my coffee break. Send me the weather as an example. Alert me when this stock hits a certain price. Summarize today's news or technology news and notify me as you relax, as you take break. It can also message you through platforms like Telegram, Discord, Slack, WhatsApp, and that's where it becomes more than a chatbot. It becomes a personal automation assistant. Before we install anything, whether it is OpenClaw or anything, we need to talk about security. OpenClaw is an experimental open source project. Please make a note. It is not enterprise ready software. It is not fully audited yet. It updates frequently. So here is my strong recommendation. Do not install this on your main personal computer. Do not run it where you store personal files, banking information, your other crypto wallets, sensitive credentials, sensitive documents. Instead, isolate it simply. With my recommendation, my buddy is a Raspberry Pi. It's so powerful, OpenClaw. It needs minimal computing power. It can run on Raspberry Pi. Can you understand why this buzzword is coming repeatedly? It can work. You can get a AWS EC2, Azure virtual machine or old laptop, as I did my old laptop, my MacBook Pro. I have configured it with Ubuntu, and today's demo I am going to use this machine, my old buddy, and I am going to demonstrate the entire OpenClaw installation and running this on this Ubuntu configured MacBook Pro. So OpenClaw does not demand a huge computing power. That's the another game changer statement, right? This machine is isolated from my daily system, right? It contains no personal data, right? So there is no risk at all. The key idea is to isolation, not the specific distribution. I hope I am now inside Ubuntu, which is running on my MacBook Pro, right? If you are using a Raspberry Pi, you could be running, Pi OS on it, or Debian version of Linux, which is fine for this demonstration or installation. Both are fine, as I mentioned. First, update the system. Sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade with a Y flag. Then install basic tools. Sudo apt install, Y build essential curl, CS certificate. These are very basic outside of this discussion, but however, it is nothing related to OpenClaw, but I am explaining. However, we need Node.js. Node.js is your package manager, npm package manager, as you know. We need that. Installing Node.js, right? OpenClaw runs on Node.js, easier to install through Node.js. So install Node.js using open source, this is the command you can install from the dev node source, and you can be rest assured that your OpenClaw will work. Sudo apt install y Node.js, right? So verify installation node version and npm version. That's the step number 2 to verify that both npm and node is installed in your system. If both show a version number, we are ready to install OpenClaw. Installing OpenClaw itself, let's do a global installation of this npm package. Now instead of cloning a repository, we install OpenClaw globally using npm sudo npm install -g go OpenClaw. That's the simplest. I love npm packages or node because it's so easy to use, like a Python. I love it, right? After installation, verify OpenClaw, then it should return a version number, right? That confirms that you have installed OpenClaw. Now it's an onboarding session. When you have installed a package, then you need to configure it, right? Onboarding and configuration. OpenClaw onboard, that's the simplest command. This launches the setup wizard. The first thing you will see is a security warning. What is that? That's what I mentioned. OpenClaw can take actions if you grant it permission, right? Next, choose your AI provider. As I mentioned, they do not have any LLM backed by it, but they make your automation easier by using LLM which is already ready with you. But once you connect it with any OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Gemini, OpenRouter, you are paying for token usage, right? I personally use OpenAI, as I mentioned, and I have an API key ready to configure it. As you see, when creating API keys, remember to set spending limits. Disable auto refill. For example, cap it at $10 as an example. That's way, if anything goes wrong, your exposure is limited also to the API usage of the LLM. Choose your model, complete setup. For this demo, I will use local text interface, right? Instead of connecting messaging apps. We will be doing everything in our next session or next video, or if you are interested to learn more about OpenClaw. Terminal interface, right? So now we are inside the text interface. Let's test it. Let's say hello. It responds, you see. It responds. It's ready. Every morning I want you to alert me for my coffee break at 9:15. Send me a message about this, right? OpenClaw creates a cron job. You can understand how easy it is. Whereas if you wanted to create cron jobs in different ways, it takes time. That means even if I close this terminal, as long as this Ubuntu machine is running, the task will execute automatically. That's the persistent automation assistant. OpenClaw has an extensible skills. It can understand more things. It comes with predefined skills, right? A skill is a structured instruction file that teaches the agent how to interact with tools. To list available skills, OpenClaw skills list. You will see option like weather, right? Google services, GitHub, file management, messaging. So there are plenty of skills they have already pre-built. We can use it as long as you connect to different platform. To install a skill, how? npx Claude install name of the skill. Restart the terminal, right, interface, and the agent recognizes it. Skills extend what OpenClaw can do further for you, right? So let's say we wanted to have a search, web search capability. For that we can use something called as a Brave Search API. Instead of scraping websites directly, we use a proper API. Brave Search provides a web search API that you can get it for free or paid version. Step 1, create a Brave API key. Step 2, install the Brave Search skill. And step 3, add the API key, export it. Restart OpenClaw, it's more powerful now. It is having that web search capability. It can get everything for you. Search today's AI news, right? Can you get me the latest technology news, or can you get me latest news on stocks or the market or the economy, everything. And it performs live web searches using Brave's API. What we build today is not just a chatbot. We set up a persistent AI system running on an isolated Linux machine under your control, connected to an LLM with scheduling, with skills, with web search. In a matter of just 10 to 15 minutes, you understand the power of this OpenClaw, and we did it responsibly. Always remember, use isolated environments as I mentioned. Raspberry Pi 3 or 4 is the best choice. Limit API spending, keep it updated, treat it as an experimental. OpenClaw is not magic, it's a tool, a flexible personal automation assistant, you can say. I hope you got a first-hand understanding of OpenClaw. In a simplest term, it's a personal automation assistant runs with your existing LLM API keys and with other so-called tools or platforms to make your life easier.